Sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. We're doing another stream today. Good morning. I don't know what time it is for you, but it's morning for me. And it's stream time for all of us. So, today, we're going to do a little bit of bug hunting, I think. And the reason for that is because I'm doing another update to the game. I'm going to push that to Steam. And I want it to be a little bit more stable. So, as a result, that's going to come out, actually, maybe even today, but probably tomorrow morning. There'll be a new update to the game, so all the people who have access to that can play that. And it'll have everything we've worked on in the last couple months. Hola. Hello, Kyle. We're going to have everything we worked on in the last couple months. That's going to be in the update on Steam. And I just want to make sure that it's as bug-free as possible. So we're going to just kind of explore the map today and try to do some unconventional things and see if we can get the game to crash or bug out in several ways. So, we do have coffee today. We have another iced Americano. Coffee beans from the nation of Tanzania again. Very good. Now, so with that, I'm just going to restart here so we can start from a fresh slate here. But let's see, what's the, okay. So just going to restart ASO here, and then we'll see if we can get it to bug out in some way by doing strange things or actually, no, I'll leave it in this way, because right now we're in debug mode. I will have to turn debug mode off at some point, because the actual players are not going to be playing in debug mode. So, I need to check that. I need to test it with it off at some point as well. But let's go ahead and just walk around here, see if we can get... So we pick up this, blah, blah, blah. We always do that. We can kill the crab. There's a couple bugs I already know about. Obviously, like, there's Ziz. The last battle with Ziz, he crashes into the cliff a bunch of times. Don't have a solution for that. Today's stream is not... Well, we might find some solutions, but primarily we're just looking for bugs. Oh yeah, one bug I found is that, like... I mean, it's not really a bug, but, like, if you push this and you open it, if you run out of the way, you don't get the item. Which actually kind of makes sense. But if you're close enough to it... Right, you do get the item. I don't know if that's really a bug. I mean, that's technically, like, the code literally checks that. But, like, it just felt weird at the time. But, okay, so what do we got in our inventory? Oh. Okay, let's try something simple. Let's try to grab another weapon here. And let's hang on the cliff. And I'm gonna see what happens if we switch weapons. Ah, bug immediately. So we go up here. I click the button 1 to switch weapons, and it switches weapons. But I'm supposed to be hanging on a cliff. I shouldn't be able to do this. So that's a bit of an issue. So if I go down, I go right back to climbing. But okay, I'm gonna start making a note of things that we find. Okay, so switching weapons while hanging. I'm gonna also to fix. Okay, so I'm gonna save that. Yeah, let's just... Okay, so, yeah, so that's an immediate... Like, at the very least, it should knock you off the cliff if you try to do that. But I feel like that's maybe too... So the thing is, we're actually still hanging. We're still hanging, but it's... See, like, we're still attached to the cliff. And if I click on us and try to, like, pull us off the cliff, we're still stuck to the cliff. So that's a little bit weird. Okay, so that's a bug. What else do we got? That's not game breaking, I guess, because, you know, we can always, it doesn't crash and it doesn't get us into a soft lock or anything, so that's, like, not the highest priority, but it's still worth checking out. Alright, let's see if we can get Vinny to screw up in some way. Alright, so I'll talk to him here. Connor. Okay. So he's gonna... I'm gonna see if I can smack him while he's trying to get the spyglass or something. Maybe not. But... Oh, there's this, which I need to get rid of. I was debugging something. Alright, so I'm gonna go, like, way over here. This is a known issue. Okay, although we can get attacked when we... while we're doing that. I should maybe... Okay, let's just add that to the list. Being able to be attacked while talking. While in, I should say, modal dialogue. Because you don't have control. Don't know what the solution is, though. Let me just put a question mark on that one. Because that's not a simple fix. That's going to require me to figure out how we're actually going to handle that. Alright, let's see if we can do more climbing-related bugs. So I'm going to go climb the, Oh, we did get the spyglass, so I can... I think I did. Yeah, I did. So no bug with that. Getting attacked doesn't prevent our ability to get the spyglass, so that's good. So... let's see if I can do some weird climbing things and get stuck. One second, just checking something. Alright. So yeah, let's get up to the butte and let's climb. So I'm gonna just like slam us. Okay, so slammed us in the corner. Now we can't get up, but that's, I think, fine because we can get up here. Maybe there needs to be some kind of sound that gives you a indication that you can't climb up. I don't know. So let's get up here. I'm gonna go right on the corner and then climb up. Okay. I'm gonna go right in the corner here. Okay, we're a little bit clipping into the edge, but I don't think that's that big of an issue. Okay, so we can get up. There's nothing... I'm just gonna try to, like, sneak us in. So this is actually... this was a bug in the last update. It's now been more or less fixed. I more or less should prevent you from getting stuck into geometry. But, it's worth testing that. Okay, so I'm gonna try going into here, and... okay, so we can't climb up here. I'm pressing up, but we're not going, which is exactly what I want. Although, I should maybe have an animation where he, like, ooh. Although, we appear to be stuck here. Why is that? So, we are stuck. That's interesting. I can't climb this way. I don't know why. It's probably the angle here. So I'm gonna note that. Okay, so can't... I suppose be taking screenshots of this. I'm not sure how I, let's see, is there... What do I have that I can embed? I guess I can do it in OpenOffice. There's probably a better, like, note-taking thing that allows me to embed pictures, but, so I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna put it into my document here. There's probably some better software that allows me to take notes and add pictures than just making basically a Word document here. I want this to just be in here. Can't climb to the right. On the butte. And then that picture there. I just want this to be part of the text. There we go. Okay, cool. So, now, so I can drop those. So I guess I can get it there that way. That's fine. So, found that. Let's go climb into the corner here and see if we can get, like, funny things often happen on the corner of, well, okay, so there's this bug which has been known about for, like, forever, which is that technically I can clip into Luigi's head, but, I may as well write that down, because that is technically a bug, even though I knew about it already. So, clipping into, so I should say camera. Clipping into, Luigi's head. Okay. I should save this to fix. Okay, so. Let's get up here. Okay, so. That's fine. Okay, we got our money. The climbing, to the best of my testing right here, seems to be working pretty well. Or well enough, I guess. So let's continue. Nothing game-breaking here. We can drop, and we do take damage on the ground, so that's fine. So, I'm gonna go talk to Yusuf, and on the way we're gonna probably test a couple things. There you go. What? Ah. There we go. Okay, so let's grab this. So yeah, we're gonna walk down this way. I don't think there's anything worth checking over there. But we found a couple bugs already, so that's... I suppose that's good, because we want to find them. Not great that they existed. And I think most of them are to do with climbing, I guess. So that's interesting. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy to bug out in some way. Okay, so. Can we get him to... Oh. So he is being... I guess because we're right on the edge of his radius there. I mean, this guy looks kind of bad, but that's not really a bug. I kind of want to redo this model. It looks kind of shitty. At some point. How old am I? I'm 30 years old, if you were wondering. Yeah. Alright, let's, I believe I said that on stream at some point, but yeah, that is my age. Alright, so, okay, those guys seem to be behaving more or less okay. So okay. Found graphical issue right here. We need to fix that. So I'm gonna just... Actually, can we fix that right now? I think we can just fix that right... Oh, shit! I didn't mean to do that. You are 33. I didn't mean to click save right there. So I'm gonna... undo. Wait. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I accidentally clicked save when I didn't mean to. So I broke everything. But I'm gonna fix this right here. So I'm gonna go to terrain. Then I'm going to go to palette paint. Or texture paint, I guess. We basically have two clashing palettes right here. So basically I'm going to sample this palette and just clean it up over there. And then that should be... that should fix that. Yeah. Unless we wanted it to be that. Wait, I'm going to try that. I think actually we wanted that. Yeah, that's... I think what we actually wanted. So I'm going to save that. Okay, so we fixed one of them already. Yeah. Kyle, you said you're 33. Well, I mean, the YouTube analytics pretty much tell me that everybody who watches my stream is a millennial. Like, well, or most of them. Okay, this should be flat. This is too much of a bump. So I'm going to take the terrain. We're not logging these just because we're fixing these problems immediately. So I'm going to flatten. Yeah, I was looking at my YouTube analytics and, like, it's like, I think basically everybody is, like, you know, what, I don't remember what the range is, but, like, there's, like, a couple Gen Z people and then everybody's a millennial. Boomers rise. 26. Okay, so there are some Gen Zs in the chat. Okay, so we're gonna flatten that. I'm gonna flatten to lowest. Sorry, Budget Jim, are you a boomer? Is that what you're saying? Let's smooth that out. All right. Yeah. All right. Actually, let me just show the analytics because I think it could be interesting. Also, where's my music? I'm gonna say that. We're actually gonna do a fresh. We're gonna start fresh again when we're doing the bug tests. Actually. Okay, so we logged a couple, but let's. I don't think the YouTube analytics are like, ooh, that's actually, if we just click save, that'll fix that. I don't think they're like 100% accurate because I don't think they count everyone, but you know, it's just a vague rule of thumb. Okay, yeah, here we go. So, I just screenshotted this for my YouTube analytics. I think it's kind of interesting. Basically, everybody's 25 to 34, and there's some 35 to 44, and then a couple 18 to 24s. Although 25 to 34, that kind of straddles the edge between Gen Z and millennials. Although, shout out to my 13 to 17-year-old viewers there. You know, keep watching, you'll learn something. Yeah, anyway, that's just interesting, I think. So, we were finding bugs, so let's continue doing that. So I wanted to go to Yusuf over here. So let's just teleport back to where we were. Okay, so there was this, this guy. We're just gonna run past him. So there is no music in this area, which is something that I should deal with, but it's not a bug, technically. So. Yeah, people don't enter in their exact birthday, but YouTube knows that. And I mean, this is kind of like when they're going off that, they're actually, those statistics are not based off the birthday that you entered. They statistically estimate how old you are, even if you don't enter it in. I don't know if that's completely accurate. It probably isn't. But, yeah. Google is in the business of selling you shit and, selling and, like, basically advertising. So, what, they're gonna figure out how to harvest your information even if you don't give it to them. You know, morally questionable, but, you know, that is what they do. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Yusuf. Let's see if we can get him to bug out in any way. Okay, so we do have a warning from AngelScript, but that's nothing to worry about. Okay, so we're gonna ask him about surfer. Oh! Okay, yeah, he can't do it for free. Give you a good price. How about 2 doubloons? Alright, sure thing. Okay, so he correctly found that they don't have money. So let's give ourselves some money. And then let's see if that, yeah, let's give ourselves some doubloons. And then see if he... Wait. Wait, aren't the doubloons supposed to be silver? I feel like... Okay, we have a little bit of an issue here. Oh, I thought they were supposed to be silver. Something's... Oh, it's the pieces of 8. Sorry, I mixed up the doubloons with the piece of 8. This is the piece of 8, which is silver. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna put a bunch of these in here, and then we're gonna be rich, and we're gonna grab them all. Oh. Wait, no. I'm too close to him. So that is... I'm wondering if items should override, Oh, apparently we can't pick up the doubloons, only the pieces of 8. So that is something that... That is something that we need to fix. Okay, so... Can't... pick up piece of 8. Okay, okay, but we should have money. Sorry, I need to make this go away. We have, oh, we need more reals. Okay, so I'm gonna put some more pieces of 8 here. I think we need 64 reals, he said? Okay, so we have 72. That should be enough. So let's see if he, let's see if he, teach me about sword fighting. Okay. Sure thing. Okay, let's have a friendly duel. Don't worry, nobody's gonna get hurt. Don't forget to parry. Oh shit, I don't have a weapon. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. I don't have a weapon. So, I'm gonna add that to the list of bugs. Whatchamacallit? Yusuf, lets us fight without a weapon. Okay. So I think... Okay, so we're gonna need some way to figure out what qualifies as a sword. But that's fine. Okay, and now we got this guy attacking us while we're supposed to be fighting Yusuf, but we can't beat Yusuf because... Okay, well, I'm gonna give us a sword real quick. Where is our cutlass? Oh. Why is it? Ah. Okay, here we go. So we can... I feel like he's kind of easy to beat, actually, with the, just smack him. He's not fast enough. Oh. Okay, so you win. Okay, cool. So that fight works fine. Okay. So I'm gonna quit the game here. Let's start off fresh again. What happened with the cutlass, though? Did I accidentally, get rid of that? Oh, my cutlass is missing. Uh-oh. One second. I feel like I busted something. Let's go to meshes. Yeah, the cutlass has disappeared. I feel like... Wait, where's the... I must have... Alright. So the cutlass is nowhere to be found. I broke that, apparently. Wow. Oh, that's probably when I clicked save while we were in the game. I need some way to prevent that. Like when gameplay is active, it doesn't save or something like that. I don't know. Also the, spyglass. Did I break the spyglass? Where's the spyglass? Okay, no, the spyglass is fine. It's just the cutlass and the message. Whoopsies. Alright, I'm gonna quickly fix that right now. Put the spyglass back where the cutlass and the message back to where they're supposed to be. So. Cutlass. Yeah, it's supposed to be leaning on this rock here. So I'll just put it back where it's supposed to go. Oopsies. Why do I keep clicking off of it? Okay, there we go. That's me. Easier to deal with. Okay, so there we go. It's leaning, and then we'll put our message back where it's supposed to go. Cool. That's where everything is fine again. Okay, so let's continue looking for bugs. Let me make sure we save this. Okay. So we jump here. We keep going. Pick up a weapon. Alright, these guys here. So let's get some NPCs involved and see if they have any bugs with them. So I'm gonna talk to Connor. We're gonna get him to follow us and then see if we can make him bug out in some way. And then I think what I'm gonna do is at noon in I think 20 minutes. We're gonna spend 20 more minutes finding bugs, and then we're gonna spend the next hour trying to fix them. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I just have this. I didn't grab my cutlass. That's fine. Okay, so what is up, my friend? Okay. I didn't recruit his follow me. Okay, so character design in Blender is easy. I don't necessarily think that's the case. I found it very challenging when I first started doing it. I think I have a method now that works pretty well, but character design in Blender is a little bit more challenging than that, I would say. It takes a bit of a learning curve. Okay, so he's following us. Ooh, let's get him engaged with one of these guys. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he seems to be able to hit this guy, okay. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need you to post some screenshots in the Discord to prove that you basically made a character in Blender from scratch without knowing anything. I'm sorry, that's just a bit of a bold claim. So I'm gonna need proof, unfortunately. I want to see your... Oh, you said character. You said character. That's why I was... Yeah, you can make a planet. That's just a sphere. Making a planet is much simpler than making like a character like one of these guys here, right? All right, Carmen, come with us. Okay. Okay, bye. Oh yeah, come with us. I forgot to actually get you to come with us. Yeah, you can make a planet in 5 minutes. It's a sphere. Yeah, that's fine. But I would just caution you to be a little bit more humble here, because I think you're gonna find that as you continue, it's not all quite just as easy as that. You know what I mean? All right, so I'm gonna get us to attack. Get us to attack. Yeah, it is a good experience. So it's good to have a good experience when you're with your first time. Yeah, I just don't be discouraged if you find that you continue and it gets much harder. Alright, so we're gonna cross the bridge and we're gonna try to fight some alligators, or crocodiles, I suppose. Technically crocodiles. Because I have a feeling that these guys, because the crocodiles are short, won't be able to hit them. So, cross this little rock bridge. Ow! Damn, I fell off. I need to climb back up. Good thing there's some rocks here I can climb up on. We got a lot of these guys making sounds at me. Alright, so let's cross that bridge again. Oh, uh-oh. They fell off. Are they going to be able to get back up? That might be an issue. So they're going to kill him. But are they going to just be stuck in the ditch? Let's see. They might climb out. Let's find out. Okay, so They successfully managed to kill that guy. But they're stuck, I think. Let's... Uh-oh. Well, I'm just gonna keep walking this way and see if they catch up or if they just get stuck in the chasm. So I'm gonna add that to my list of bugs. Friendlies can fall into the chasm. I don't think they walked in there on purpose. I think they just slipped off. But I need some way to get them out of the chasm. Can fall into the chasm and can't. Sorry, I need to make this bar here go away. Because it interferes with OBS. And can't get out. Okay, so. I mean, they will eventually, I suppose, get out. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if they ever catch up. Because technically there is a way out, but it's, like, pretty far. Because, like, these guys can't climb is the problem. And making the AI climb would be a little bit difficult, I think. Where did they go? Oh, they were going the long way around, maybe. Well, maybe let's just see if they make it eventually. Because I think they will eventually get out of there. It's just going to take them a while. So, oh, we got a crocodile here. This is what I wanted to fight. So I can hit the crocodile just fine. But, I'm going to just grab, Connor and Carmen and get them to, yeah. Are the... Okay, so... They can't... I think I was correct in judging that they can't actually hit the crocodile. Yeah, they... I don't know what the issue is here, but they can't seem to actually, they just keep walking towards him and never actually attack him. So something's wrong there. Okay, so... Friendlies can't hit, short enemies. Such as crocodiles. Okay, so let's say that. Okay, so, another thing on the, list for me there. Okay, so, they're just gonna probably be there indefinitely because they're never gonna kill it. So I'm gonna, maybe I can kill it? Oh, shit, no, I accidentally hit the, uh-oh. Oh, exception. Oh. Where's my Okay, so that's pirates.as 234. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. That looks like a bug. Which one? 2. Get friendly AI. Oh, because he turned into an enemy here. I see. Interesting. See, because it's in this handle damage here. So, I need to make them not follow you. Interesting. To do, if the... I'm just gonna put this right in the code here. If the, friendly has turned into an enemy, this will throw on exception. Okay, so friendly has turned to enemy. You know, just to make it clear, if you attacked them. Okay, so I'm gonna add this to the, this is, I guess, technically not a bug, but just, like, bad design. But I'm gonna add this to the to-fix here. Which is that, very easy to accidentally attack your friends in group combat. So maybe what I should do is just disable friendly fire, basically, in those situations. Yeah. So, but let's load this autosave here. Okay, so we found a couple more bugs. Let's pick that up. What else can we find? And in about 10 minutes, we're gonna start fixing the bugs here. Alright. So, I already found a few of these. Let's see. You know who I bet you has a ton of bugs? Let's take a look at the monkeys. So there are some monkeys in the forest. Okay, so we're gonna have to cross the bridge again, actually. So let's get these guys to follow us. And let's see if they fall off the bridge again. It might just be that the bridge is really easy to, really easy. So one thing I could do to fix this is, like, have some, ramp here so that they can get back up. Yeah. So I'm gonna add a, just a, thing here. Maybe add a ramp next to the bridge. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, so they're gonna fight the boar first. They got interesting. Actually, if I keep going, will they just give up on that guy? Because, yeah, I feel like if I'm far enough away from them, they should just, they should continue following me instead of staying in combat. I'm not sure about that. Alright, can they... Ah. They can't. They cannot get over this little hump here. See? Let's look at the, nav mesh. Oh. Nav mesh is looking funky. So the nav mesh seems to think that they can, but they clearly can't. Because that's too tall. Like, watch this. Like, I can't just walk over that, you know? So I don't know what the nav mesh thinks is going on, but it's incorrect. I don't know. So, uh-oh. Is he climbing? Oh. Yeah, he is. I forgot to untick that box. Alright, let's add that to the bug list. Connor. And maybe others can climb when they shouldn't. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, shit. I fell off, but anyway, so he's stuck there. Sorry, I should have muted my Discord. It's, how do I... Alright, well, I can't seem to mute it for some reason. Or I guess I can't do it with that button. Applications. No, I can't. That's odd. Oh, more? Can I? Alright, well, I guess it's just gonna keep making noise. I guess that's just what's gonna happen. KDE, what is wrong with you? Why do you not let me mute applications unless they're playing audio? I would like to preemptively mute the application, even if it's not making sound right now. So, let's keep going. Alright. This path probably should connect, but that's not really a bug. Alright, so let's get into the forest. The characters are kind of stuck, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Alright, this is a bit loud. The balance was all off. Alright, let's find the monkeys, see if they have any bugs with them. It's probably a bit difficult to see in here, but I think it's fine. I do think that the god rays here look pretty good. Oh shit, I'm being attacked. I'm never gonna kill these guys with this weapon here. But that's fine, I was supposed to pick up the cutlass. Alright, one of these guys here. Where are the monkeys? They should be just roaming around. One second. Oh. Is he under the terrain? Oh no, he's just all the way over here? Okay. Let me just double check that we don't have monkeys that are underneath the terrain. This guy is, though. Or at least his spawner is. I think. Where is he? Ah, he's stuck inside of a tree. Alright. I'll add that to the list. Here's the list. Capuchin monkeys. Stuck inside trees. Alright. Add it to the bug list. I'm here for a few minutes. Grubby, welcome back. Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of bug hunting. And in about 5 minutes, we're gonna start fixing those bugs. We got a whole list of bugs here that we discovered today. Because we're doing an update to the game, which should be out probably tomorrow morning. I'm gonna fix all these bugs between now and tomorrow morning. Hopefully a lot of these are pretty simple fixes, I think. It's just kind of a matter of finding them. Alright, so. Some of these are going to be more complicated. Some of them are going to be simple. But let's walk to the edge here. Yeah, so, this is important, though, because, the more bugs I weed out here, the more, like, important bugs, like, it's annoying when you do, a test, and then, like, you put it out, and then people, like, keep reporting the same bug. So it's, like, the fewer obvious bugs that I can get rid of, the more chance that I'll get, like, better bug reports, you know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. It's, like, sometimes, this is a thing that, like, players do that QA doesn't do, is that, when QA tests something, they usually, and this is, like, based on my, experience in the software industry, when QA does something, they will test something, and then they will find a bug, and then they will log it, and then they will go look for the next bug. Oftentimes, what happens with a player is they will find a bug, and then they will stop playing. Which is a little bit annoying, for me. I mean, obviously, they don't want to play a buggy game. But the thing is, like, it's best to find as many bugs before I give it to the players, because oftentimes the player will play, find a bug, report it, and then stop playing. You know what I mean? Yeah, so let's continue. We are going... Oh yeah, we're going up here. Okay, we got a capuchin here. Bethesda seems to have reversed those roles somehow. Yeah. I mean, this is something that I miss strongly about like not being in the software industry, like not being in professional I mean, I guess I am a professional, but like when I was working for like a corporation, like a big corporation, we had very good QA. If any of you guys are watching, my QA back from Autodesk, you know, Paul, Dave, all you guys did a great job. And I wish I still had you guys working on this. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so like I kind of wish that I had like professional QA on this. That would make things so nice. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the budget for that. For ASO2, after you guys buy the first game, which, by the way, you can wishlist it on Steam right now, down below. Wishlist the game on Steam. It really helps me, if you haven't done that already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And, also, if you want to... Yeah, join the Discord as well. If you want to support me financially, there's a link down below to my Ko-Fi, where you can give me a small donation, sort of $2, $5, or $10. That goes a long way to help me buy this webcam, for example, and other stuff. You'll get a special role in Discord if you do that, and I will read whatever you write in there on stream. With that, let's continue. We're gonna fix some of these bugs now, because I think the bug finding portion of the stream, I think we found a bunch of bugs. So let's look over what we have. We have being able to switch weapons while hanging. We're not going to fix all of these today, but we'll fix some of the low-hanging fruit. Switching weapons while hanging, being able to be attacked while in modal dialogue, can't climb on the right here, can't climb right or right over here. Camera clipping into Louisia's head, can't pick up a piece of 8. Oh no, sorry, this is a doubloon, not a piece of 8. Yusuf lets us fight without a weapon. Friendlies can fall into the chasm and can't get out. Friendlies can't hit short enemies. It's very easy to accidentally attack your friends in a group. Connor can climb when they shouldn't. And capture monkeys get stuck inside trees. So, I'm gonna quit this game. We're gonna start with a fresh thing, and then we're gonna start with this one, being able to switch weapons while hanging. This should not be possible. Luckily, this should be an easy fix. So, let's go here. If we jump... Oh, we need a weapon first. So we need to grab a weapon. Yeah, we'll need to grab one of those weapons as well, but... Grab this guy as well. Ouch. So, this is the issue. We press... See? We're now in the wrong state. This is silly, right? We're floating here. We're still technically climbing, but we can switch weapons. So, real easy way to fix that. I'm going to go to character.cpp. We're going to find switch weapon. What's it called? Next weapon. Okay, cool. So, in here... oh, actually, we have this little thing. This is can switch weapon. Simply add, another current state equals hanging, or current state equals, shimmying. So now... This should prevent us from switching weapons while we're hanging on. So, if we run this, let's see if that fixed the bug. Compile that. Taking a second. Oh, let's put on the playlist while we're doing that. Playlists. Here we go. How's that compilation going? So, just waiting for that to compile. I should really see if I can deal with the compilation time. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's actually not the compilation time that's taking forever. It's the linking. But I'm gonna see if I can improve that a little bit to make the streams a little smoother. Because this is C++. Like, I compile in debug mode, that would be a little bit faster. But I need to probably do some work to improve my compile times. Okay, this seems to be working now. All right, so let's set up that same state where we had a weapon, and we had a so that was like one line of code changed. So it should be pretty simple. So we're climbing, and then we switch weapons. And I don't know if we should play a sound effect or something, but that's it doesn't let us do that anymore. Although we should check what happens if we try to do that from the inventory. Ah, we can still do it from the... Oh, but we go right back to climbing. No. Okay, so that's interesting. We can still do it from the... So I'm going to go into the inventory. And we'll see if we can... It doesn't appear that we're checking this in the inventory when we probably should. So, draw. Use inventory. Okay, so this is the set attached weapon. Ooh, looks like we could probably trigger the spyglass in there too. That's interesting. Also, we need to look at inventory UI. So I'm gonna actually this should be I think we should probably like gray out incorrect sound, incorrect buzzer loud enough to blow the headphones. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, this is why is it cooking screen? I want to item menu. Do I call it menu? Yes. Okay, so here's the label use case. So this is a problem. So we need to somehow detect that we can't do this and like gray out the option or something. Okay, so we get use button label. So draw options menu. I see. So this is where we'll gray out the options. So I'm gonna say if the item is a weapon, which we can do by e.has component weapon. No, weapon. Oh, it's items weapon. Then we will, if we have a weapon, if the thing is a weapon and the, ch, oh, we need a reference to the character. Draw item. Interesting. CHC. We need a actually let me just add a sorry, there's just a lot of like things I gotta think about. So I'm gonna add a bool can draw a weapon. Just simple as that. And I'm going to set that by default to true. So, we draw options menu, and then I'm going to add one more thing. Can draw a weapon. So, in the draw options menu. So if we can't if we can't draw the weapon, and it is a weapon, we are gonna set the use color to like gray. Vec 3? Is it a vector? No, it's a vec 4. And then vec 3. Let's do 0.75. So like a light gray, and then full alpha, I guess. So, then draw options menu. Cool. So in our draw item, now we need to pass the, we need to get, so I think we can just do ch dot, oh wait, let's do it outside of the loop. Just, guess it's a tiny bit more efficient. Auto can draw weapon equals ch dot ch, oh no, it's c dot weapon. Where do I, next weapon, can switch weapon. Oh, this needs to be const. Also, this should be const as well. Everything should be const. Const should be default. I don't know why it isn't. So, now, let's see if it grays it out. Also, we should probably do this. This should probably only happen if this is false. We'll see. I believe this will still let us click on it, but it will at least gray out the control for it. Yeah, so there's this get item action here that we will... I'm gonna add the... Oopsies. Okay, so let's meet that again. So let's get our item here. Then we will try to... I think I might switch to debug mode just to make the compilation faster for you guys. So, let's... Okay, so that's grayed out now. Although, I can still click it. Which is, not ideal, but we'll deal with it. So I'm going to switch to debug, and then I'm going to start compiling that. And while we do that, I'm going to make it so that we can't actually click on it now. So I'm going to add that same parameter here to bool can draw weapon, and then we're going to need to we do the check. Where do we do it? Okay, so we do so I'm just gonna simply, so either we can draw a weapon or it's not a weapon, and then we're gonna just surround this, and that should prevent us from being able to do that. So we're gonna also add this parameter to our update inventory, and then we're just gonna pass that along to here. And now, update inventory. Oh, actually, we don't do this. We can do auto. Can draw weapon is equal to c dot can switch weapon. Now that should work. It should prevent us from switching weapons while we're in the while we're climbing. And once again, this is in debug mode, so it's gonna be a little bit laggy, but at least it compiled faster. Oh yeah, we have to get the thing here. Okay, so let's climb again on the on here, and let's pick up our. Okay, so nothing can. It's grayed out. It means we can't do it. Hopefully that's clear. But I'm curious about one thing. What if we drop it? Okay, what if we drop the weapon we're holding? I guess that's fine. We can probably deal with that, although it is weird that they stand perfectly right side up. Oh, actually, is it? Is it? Yeah, okay, it is. It's just somehow perfectly balanced. Because I kind of feel like it should... Yeah. It's just... Interesting. There we go. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say that, that we did fix that bug. So, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna cross it out. So, let's see, what is the next one we can do? What's easy, that we can do on stream? Let's do Connor, and maybe others can climb when they shouldn't. That's gonna be a pretty easy thing. So let's start from a blank slate here, just a fresh game start. And let's fix Connor being able to climb. Should be pretty straightforward. So, let's find Connor. Connor, your climb state, I'm gonna set that to no. Gonna save, and I'm gonna check some of the other. Let's take a look at Ramon. Can he climb? He cannot. Can Carmen climb? She cannot. I guess because Connor was the most recently added character, but let's check Yusuf. Maybe we have him accidentally set to being able to climb. He cannot. Last guy to check would be Pierre. Pierre cannot. Okay, so let's save that. And I'm gonna go to character.h, and I'm gonna change it so that the default is that they can't. So we have our flags here. I'm gonna remove that from the defaults. So by default, this. Okay, so now let's just verify that we have fixed that. So this is compiling. So one thing that is interesting that working indie here is like different from working in industry is that if I were like following like a proper like these results are amazing for how long did it take to you to get where you are right now? Is it going to be open source anytime soon? I'll get to that 1 second. Sorry, let me just finish my thought about how working indie is like a little bit different, and that is that like you'll notice that I'm just working on 2 bugs right now, and I didn't commit anything to Git. I can work way faster because I don't need to like keep track of everything because it's just me. So like, I mean, it is good to commit stuff, but like, you know, it's okay. I can just work on a bunch of different things a little amorphously and get it done. So it allows me to work a little bit faster. But anyway, to respond to Richard here. Hi, Richard, by the way. Welcome to the stream. How long did it take you to get where you are right now? That is not a straightforward question because I've been working on this game since about the beginning of 2023. So that's, what, like 3 years? However, the roots of this code base and this engine go back a really long time, like a decade. I think like 2012, maybe 2011, I can't remember exactly. And I've been programming in C++ since before that, so, yeah. And, so, a long time or not that long, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, this particular game I've been working on since the beginning of 2023. Now, is the game going to be open source? Not anytime soon. Not until we deal with the LLMs stealing my code issue. Basically, we live in a situation right now where basically any open source material is going to be complete, like, people are just going to disregard the license and train LLMs on it and steal my code. So I can't allow that to be the case. So yeah, I will not be making it open source anytime soon. Will it ever be open source? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, it's closed source for now. Because open source is kind of a shit show at the moment. Basically. But, if you're curious about anything, feel free to ask questions, because I will answer questions about it, but I just want to make sure that, like, it's humans that are learning off my code and not robots. Yeah. I'm happy to discuss any kind of technical questions if you have them. But let's verify that we've fixed Connor's problem. So, he shouldn't be able to climb. So I'm going to put him on this little ledge here and jump to him. His IK seems to be working, but let's turn him around so that he would be climbing if he was if he was able to. Let's move him right here. And then let's back him off so that he would grab on. And he doesn't grab on, so that means he can't climb. Let's just verify that by moving him up again. He does not grab on. He doesn't appear to climb. Okay, so. And then we also set the default for characters so that they can't climb. So that's good. So now, that means I'm going to, let's get the music back on. I'm going to say that that bug is, that bug is dusted and fixed. Also, apparently I spelled that wrong. Should not. Let's get back to, the game. We have probably other, we have some other work to do. So, I'm gonna work on the doubloon. How did you decouple the... Okay, so, decoupling, graphics and game code, that's a little bit longer of a question, but I'll answer your other two real quick. I'll talk about the GI. There's a couple different... So, do I use height maps? Short answer, yes. And you can see me modeling with them on stream a lot, actually. So, if I go to terrain, a terrain editor here, you can see that I can sculpt terrain like that, you know? Just add to the height map, right? Oh, did we find a bug? Calculate occluder edge. We have a nan here. Oh, interesting. Well, I'm gonna switch back to release mode just to because all these asserts will be disabled. Yeah, so I use height maps, yes. And as for GI, there's a couple different systems that I use. The main one is it's baked spherical harmonics. So spherical harmonics are a very efficient way to store a lot of data on a big map. It's basically it's the frequency domain on a sphere. So it's like you can store like a lot of lighting data, like for ambient light on the in spherical harmonics, and it's like a volume. So you don't have to have individual baked stuff for every surface. And the other way is the experimental real-time system I have is something called radiance hints, which are a real-time GI solution, which is similar to light propagation volumes, but it's a little bit more efficient for modern GPUs in my measurements. I've talked about that on previous streams a little bit in more detail. And since we're waiting for compilation to occur, let's talk about, I guess, the decoupling. Basically, everything for decoupling render stuff. Most of the render stuff is in render.cpp here. It's fairly decoupled. Like, you'll note that there's not a lot of API calls in this, so there's actually another layer down for like actually calling into the graphics API. So this is, yeah. So basically, I call into my own little abstraction layer there. Although making a good, how many probes do you take for each? I'll show you. So these are all the probes. This is 512 by 512 by a bunch high. And then they actually do taper off so that you actually get lower resolution up in the sky than you do down there. But yeah, it's a lot of probes. But you can see where they all are. Each one of these spheres is a probe. So it gives us pretty decent GI, I would say. And then let's show SH probes. So, we were going to fix some more bugs. So let's look at our list. Can't pick up the doubloon. That seems like an easy fix. So, let's spawn in a doubloon. And you will notice it does not have an interactable. And let's also spawn, because this is going to make it easier to fix this. Let's spawn in a piece of 8. So we're just going to copy some of the components from the piece of 8 to the doubloon. So you'll notice that the... oh, I can't even click on it. That's probably fine, though. So this is the doubloon. And the other one is the piece of 8. So the doubloon does not have an interactable. Which is the important thing. So... Your game looks so good. Thank you, I appreciate that. Like and subscribe. There will be more of this. I stream every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can tune in later. Like and subscribe. Also, wishlist the game down below on Steam if you're interested in that. Okay, so continuing. I'm going to copy the interactable here. And then that's going to let us interact with the doubloon. So the doubloon now has an interactable. We'll find the piece of 8. And we're going to also grab the sparkle effect. So copy component. Go to the doubloon. Paste component. And now if we save the prefab. I answered that already. Yeah, I said I've been working on it since 2012. Save that. And then... that should be good. The prefab is saved. So, now let's test that. Make sure we save the doubloon is saved. Okay, so let's pick it up. Okay, so we were able to pick up the doubloon, and we can pick up the piece of 8. We have them in our inventory. 1 doubloon, 1 piece of 8. Perfect. So, we can now say that one is dusted. Can't pick up the doubloon. There we go. Okay, what else? Yusuf lets us fight without a weapon. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit... this is going to require some angel script here. Also, actually, let's do another one first. Actually, I didn't write this in here. Or maybe I did. No, I wrote it in the script file. Right here. So I have this to-do item that I created. If the friendly has turned into an enemy, this will throw an exception. So, simply, we need to check if the friendly is a... Okay, where do we call update following? This is Sea Lion, yes. Yaniv. It is Sea Lion. Oh, sorry, Yaniv. I thought you were the same person as Richard. My bad. Yeah, I've been working on it since 2012. Sorry, you guys have the same color icon. Yeah. Welcome to the channel, Yaniv, by the way. Like and subscribe. So, in this handle damage thing, I have, what about shadows? Is it cascaded shadow maps? Yes, it is cascaded shadow maps. How do you prevent Peter panning on a... okay. So, the system I use for shadows is, you can... Actually, let's see if I can find the... Actually, shout out to, MJP. I'm just gonna find his, shadows. One second. MJP, I think, yeah, MJP, absolute goat of graphics, rendering. He has this repository here called Shadows. And if you're interested in how to deal with any type of shadow technique, you really need to take a look at this repo, because it's like, there's all sorts of great examples for how to implement different kinds of shadow mapping. But the method I use, let's find, it's based on this method. It's called here optimized PCF. It's also in MGP sample. There'll be a sample in there. This is this technique was, I believe it was developed by Ignacio Castaño here for The Witness, back in 2013. Still a good technique. Yeah, so it's this filtering method. It's similar to PCF. It is a form of PCF, but it's very good. And he gives you a sample right here of how to implement it. But so yeah, check out all that stuff. And do I use screen space reflection or reflection probes? Neither. I use I mean, I guess, I don't know, would you call it? No, it's not really a probe. I use planar reflections, which is much better than both of them. So, so to prove that, I actually do have an implementation of screen space reflections here, but I don't use it. So this is obviously superior than screen space reflections, because you can see it's reflecting the bottom of this thing, which would not be possible in screen space reflections. So we can actually, you can see some of the artifacts of screen space. So you can see my beautiful face reflected in here, right here. And let's switch to screen space reflections, because I do have them implemented to see how bad they look. As you can see, actually, maybe it's best if I, yeah, they don't look very good. They can only reflect what the camera can see. So yeah, you can see it's cutting off here. There's all sorts of issues with them. Like obviously if I switch to the full-on planar reflections, it reflects so much better. So I hope that answers your question. So, we were fixing this issue here, with the crash. So simply, we should not call update following if we don't have one of these guys. So how many times, whoopsies. Okay, so I think we got to make sure that we actually have this call for has friendly on. So let's go to scripting.cpp. By the way, we're using AngelScript, if anybody's wondering. So we call get friendly AI component. We need to have another function here. We need to be able to ask, do we have a friendly AI component? And that should be const. Actually, this one should be const as well. And we could simply copy this. So now we can simply do if we don't have this friendly AI component. Oh, actually, apparently we already implemented that down here. Whoopsies. Huh. Anyway. It should be const. My bad. So, if, okay, yeah, we already implemented that. So if we don't have it, if we don't have a friendly AI component, we're simply going to return none. And that should prevent that crash. Or it's not a crash, it's a script exception. So that should be straightforward. And you put that in braces just to make it a little bit clearer. So. Alright, just compiling that. That's going to take a second. Because we added some stuff to the scripting OCP here. Well, I guess we didn't need to. Okay, so, I don't know how to test that. I mean, I guess we'll just test to see if the following still works. So let's get him to follow us, and then we'll attack him. I guess that's what it is, yeah. Okay. What are you doing? Follow me. Okay, so he's following us, and then we'll attack him. Okay. And we did not get an exception, so I'm going to say that that's good. Damn, we got wrecked. Okay, cool. So that one is then also solved. Although we can't mark that off because I didn't actually put it in here. So what else can we deal with? Yusuf lets us fight without a weapon. That's, so let's go to yusuf.as. We're gonna need some dialogue for this one. So, we also need some way to determine what counts as a sword. So, can you describe a bit about the water implementation? It looks sick. Actually, I have a whole video about this. It's actually a little bit old, and it actually doesn't go into all the stuff. Like, I didn't have tides implemented, but I did talk about buoyancy. It's based, to give you the short of it, it's based on a buoyancy implementation from, what is it? Game Programming Gem 6, which you can borrow on archive.org. It's available. It does a decomposition of the mesh into tetrahedrons, and then it's able to calculate the volume underwater and then use the Archimedes principle to sort of do some buoyancy. And then we have tides that the water goes up and down based on the time of day. So there's some physics involved in that, so it's kind of cool. But if you want to, yeah. Also, back in the old thing, I was using screen space reflections. So, any recommendations that come to mind for C++/OpenGL books? So I actually get this question a lot. Are you trying to learn? C++ or learn OpenGL? Or, I mean, I just said it. Learn OpenGL. LearnOpenGL.com. Let me go to you. This is, by the way, also available as a book, but it's available online as well. So there has never been a better resource for learning OpenGL than this website here, LearnOpenGL.com. Now, I did not learn from this website because I'm old. I learned from nihi.gamedev.net. Yeah, that was way back. That was, but anyway, this is a great website for learning OpenGL. Some people will say it's bad because it doesn't go up to OpenGL 4.6 or whatever, but no, it's totally fine. It gives you all the information that you need. And there's all sorts of different information, from lighting to animation to all sorts of crap. So fantastic fantastic thing, and it is also available in print. You can buy it. Joey DeVries, shout out. Don't buy it on Amazon, though. Buy it somewhere else. Anyway. What was I gonna say? As for C++, I haven't read any C++ books lately because, I've been busy. Also, it's been a long time since I learned C++. Yeah. I just said, the learnopengl.com, you can buy it as a book. It is a book. It's online, but it's a book. LearnOpenGL.com is a book. Yeah. I myself have not looked that much at Learn CPP, but some people in my community say it's very good. I learned from a book that you should not learn from. I learned from, fuck, what was the name of it? I think it was like C++ for Beginners or something by Herbert Schilt. I can't remember the exact, or Beginner's Guide to C++. Anyway. It was a book by Herbert Schilt from like 2004, which you should not use today because it's very out of date. So, I need to deal with Yusuf here. Yeah, so he lets you attack without a weapon, so we need to check if you have a weapon. So how do we... I'm going to look at the... So I'm going to say... I'm going to mute this. Let's look at the swords. So let's look at the cutlass. So we have a weapon, and it's a slashing weapon. I think we're going to make sure that you have to have a slashing weapon to fight Yusuf. So, we are gonna need to do a search. So, weapon. So we're gonna need to be able to access the weapon slots in the script, which is interesting. So I'm gonna need to give me a minute here. I'm gonna need to be able to access the weapon slots. So I'm gonna go to character.h here. Gonna look at the weapon slots. Okay, go to definition. So it's a collection entry. Oopsies. Okay, so this is... So... Here's what I'll do. So we have a has item function here. I'm just gonna have to implement this function in C++ because it's gonna So this is gonna be has I'm just gonna call this has slashing weapon. We can make it more general later. So, actually. So I'm going to copy this function. And it's going to be called has slashing weapon. And it's not going to take a string. It's going to take nothing. So, we're going to need to do a search. So, find item in... Okay, how does this... I might need to copy this. Oh. This should probably be in... Yeah. This should be in items.h. Oh. No? Where do we... It should be wherever we define collection entry. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this right here. Oh, this looks for the name. We need one that's going to take a function. So I'm gonna do this as auto fun. Actually, basically... Oh, actually, you know what? We probably don't need this. Because literally it's just std find if, basically. So, I'm actually just going to copy this in here. It would be probably not that useful to copy this. So, let's go back to our scripting.cpp. So, we're going to, first of all, ch.weaponslots.begin, ch.weaponslots.end, okay. So we are going to, we're going to try to get a weapon component. Items, weapon. So, and then, if not weapon, then we're going to return false. Simple. Oh, and then if the weapon dot category is weapons damage type. Oh, sorry, items weapon damage type slashing. Okay. Why do you use CLion and not VS Code? I dislike VS Code. I used to be a big Visual Studio non-code user. And then I had my falling out with Microsoft. And so I don't use Visual Studio anymore. And I mean, I could use VS Code, but like also like I just don't want to really use Microsoft products if I don't have to. And also, CLion to me is more like original Visual Studio Classic, I guess, than VS Code is. Yeah, I don't really like VS Code. I don't like the way the UI is laid out. So, also, I don't like the method for like setting up like projects in VS Code. I find it's lacking. And I think that the CMake integration for Sea Lion is pretty much the best out of any IDE I've ever used. So that's very nice. Also, I'm on Linux. Although I guess you can use VS Code on Linux, but yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that VS Code is being vibe coded, so I wouldn't trust it anymore. That instead that should return not equal to weapon slots.end. So basically, wait, why is that giving me a... Oh, because it needs to be here. Oh, the playlist needs to get that music going again. You're not using AI at all, even for helping? It's free for non-commercial use, so I should give them money, but yeah, I will be giving them money at some point. But yeah, no, I don't use AI at all, not even for helping. Why would I use AI? It's just gonna make my code worse. Yeah. You can refer to my I hate AI video. No, yeah, I very much dislike AI. I think it's gonna make it makes your code worse for sure. So yeah, I think that should work. So now we can call has slashing weapon in pure.as. So yeah, so Yusuf.as. So we need to basically, okay, so if we discuss training, so I'm just thinking, should he ask about the sword before? Yeah, AI is taking the enjoyment out of coding and making things your own. Yeah, I completely agree with that. So if you say yes, sure thing, we're gonna also check if player. Oh, we need to get this actually. So if the player character dot has slashing weapon, so if we don't have a slashing weapon, what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna do else, is we're going to Pierre is going to basically say, go get a friggin' sword. No sword. You are gonna need a sword first. Or I'll say it's gonna be a little tough to teach you if you don't have a sword. And then new line here. So he will say, Yes, I'm using IamGUI. IamGUI is fantastic, and everybody should use it all the time. Okay, so. And then he's gonna say, come back. Come back when you... when you have a suitable weapon. Okay, let's test this now. Which physics library do you use? I use one that you should not use. I use the Bullet physics engine, and it looks like my video is frozen, so I'm gonna fix that. 1 second. Why is my video frozen? Okay, there we go. It's back. Let's go back to 40p. Okay, cool. I use the Bullet physics engine, which is well, I use my own customized version of the Bullet physics engine, which is open source. You can find it on my GitHub. Yeah, I'm moving away from GitHub, but for now it's still on my GitHub. I use my own customized version of the Bullet physics engine. You shouldn't use it because it's been abandoned, basically, or it appears to have been abandoned by its maintainers. And there's like a lot of issues with it. Unfortunately, like I said, this engine has been around for a while, so I made that decision a while ago. Jolt is a good physics engine, I am told, for the modern era, and based on some people who I trust the opinions of, I would recommend that one. Although I have not used it, but the next game I make, I think I'm gonna try to use Jolt instead of Bullet, because that's Bullet has some performance issues that it doesn't scale very well to multiple cores. It could be a lot better at parallelization. Okay, so I'm going to talk to Yusuf. First of all, I'm going to grab this weapon, which is not a slashing weapon, and see if he asks us about a sword. So, let's go to Yusuf. Shit, it's 1 o'clock. I should supposed to be. I gotta get to work on this. I'm gonna probably go like another 15 minutes. I just want to make sure that this all works. So. Let's talk to Yusuf. Well, his script compiles, which is nice. And then we'll ask him about sword fighting. Okay. How about suitable wounds? Okay, sure thing. It's gonna be a little bit tough to teach you if you don't have a sword. Come back when you have a suitable weapon. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's give ourselves a suitable weapon, and let's see if that works. Let's give ourselves the Conquistador's sword. Oh. Sorry, I have to get it from here. Let's use this one. I mean, yeah. Okay, teach me sword fighting. Okay, he can't do it free. I'll give you. Okay, yeah, sure thing. Oh. Okay, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? I have a feeling. 1 second, let's throw this on the ground. A feeling it might be a problem with this. No, it is slashing. Interesting. Alright, so that's not working exactly as, so. Return. Interesting. So I'm gonna put a breakpoint here, although I guess we're gonna have to go into debug mode. So we do have a slashing weapon, but he's not. He seems to be not finding it in our inventory. in the script. So that's interesting. So we're just going to recompile that. But yeah, while we're waiting for that to recompile, don't forget to like and subscribe. And you can join the Discord server, which that's free. You can join the Discord server for free down below. And wishlist the game on Steam as well. If you're interested in playing the game, we do give out keys through the Discord server, so you're going to want to be on that if you want to playtest the game. And there's going to be a new version of the game dropping for playtesters probably tomorrow morning. Which is why we're doing all the bug tests, by the way. We're trying to fix as many bugs as possible before I send off to some more playtesters. So, I'm going to pick up this sword. Sorry, this... We're going to just try to reproduce our issue. Then we're going to find the Conquistador's sword. We're going to pick it up, and then we're going to talk to Yusuf again and see. And we're in debug mode, so our breakpoints should work properly. Okay. Can you teach me about sword? Let me just check my breakpoint is in the right spot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure thing. Okay. Ooh. So. Interesting. Interesting. So we did, it looks like, what's the category? Other. Okay, that's fine. And then the next one. Category sword. Oh, shit. My bad. Category. Oh, shit. I actually friggin' have a category for swords. I forgot to... Alright. 1 second. Instead of calling this has slashing weapon, it's gonna be called has sword. Has sword. My bad. So, are you using C++23? Yes, I am using C++23, the latest and greatest. I mean, technically not the latest, but, it's the latest, it's the latest, like, reasonable version. Like, C++26, I think... Yeah, the problem is we were, comparing a category against a damage type. So it's going to be called has sword. So that should be a little bit better. Yeah, so C++23, using all the latest and greatest features. And then this is not C++, even though it looks like it. This is AngelScript, which is a C++-esque scripting language. I like it because I don't like having to, like using, like, a scripting language like Lua or Python or something like that. Like, that would be, like, too much burden on my brain to constantly have to switch, like, paradigms every time I go into doing the scripting stuff. So, also, I dislike those languages to a certain extent. You know. Like, no hate, but, like, you know, I just prefer C++. But having a... Oh, that's not the halberd. I want the sword. Yeah, sorry, I meant to grab the sword. Okay, let's grab the sword. And then let's go to Yusuf and see if he... See if that works. Okay, so... He says... Teach me about sword fighting. Can't do it for free, give a good price though. How about a 2 balloons? Okay, sure thing. Okay, I don't have the money. Good, because that's, oopsies. Because I do have a sword. Alright, let's continue attacking this guy. Alright. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. So, what was I doing? So, where is your GitHub page? Oh, shit, I should link that. Let me just... That's me on GitHub right here. GitHub.com/pgram. That's me. I have a couple things here. Yeah, the physics engine you want to look at is repositories. Bullet 3. This is a forked version of Bullet 3. It has diverged reasonably far from Bullet. So, listen, your game looks like it was built in Unreal Engine. It's crazy what level you reached. I appreciate that. Although, I dislike Unreal Engine, but I know what you mean, so I'll take it as a compliment. It runs better than runs a lot better than a game that was written in Unreal Engine, written with Unreal Engine. Although we are in debug mode, so our frame rate is low. When we're in release mode, it runs like at hundreds of FPS. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this. Oopsies. I'm gonna drop this guy and just make sure that he's looking for a sword in our inventory. Okay. Okay. Sort of thing. Gonna be a little bit tough to teach you if you don't have a sword. Come back when you have a suitable weapon. Okay, cool. So that works. We have dusted that. Use of lets us play with a weapon no longer. And it must be a sword. It has to be a sword. Cool. So we fixed 4 bugs? 5, I guess, if we include that angel script thing. Cool. So, with that, it's 1:15. I gotta get going because I gotta actually you know, make this game. I need to get it ready for a suitable release tomorrow morning. Yes, but to make your own engine, you need to invest years. Yeah, I think it's worth it. But that's actually not true. It depends on what kind of game you want to make. If you want to make this game, yes, you do. But if you want to make other games, you don't need to do as much as I did, right? Every game is different. And that's, I think, one of the key things about making your own engine is that you get to do as much or as little as you want. Now, this is a big game. Like, a lot is going on here. It's a whole big island you get to explore, and there's a lot of little things that happen. So it's like, yeah, it takes a while. But also, I wasn't working that whole... I haven't been working every day since 2014 on this. This was like a hobby thing I did. Now it's my job, but like, but, you know, it wasn't... Like, that's only been like the last 2 months. But anyway, speaking of which, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. I do got to get going and get this release ready for tomorrow morning. But if you want to follow up with that, 2012. Did I say 2014? Yeah, 2012. I haven't been working, like, this is like, most of it's been done in the last 3 years, right? Anyway, so, yeah. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And it's been a good stream today. We got a lot done. And if you want to follow up with the update that will be coming out tomorrow, please join the Discord server down below. That's where we do playtest, if you want to get involved with that. Also, Wishlist the game on Steam. Great place to also follow along with that. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you want to help support me, once again, this is my only job. I provide this content for free and the Discord server for free. But if you want to help support me, you can drop a small donation to $5 or $10 or whatever you feel like, Canadian dollars, down below in the Ko-Fi down below. That's linked there. And with that, I'm gonna have to sign off, and I'll see you again. I will see everybody again on Saturday, this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, have a good day. Peace out.